Milwaukee, L&N Stadium, home of the Cardinals. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the NC State Wolfpack. NC State with the kickoff team on the field and just about ready to start. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Louisville's offense will go on the attack first. And for their sake, they better hope they've solved some of the turnover and protection issues that just plagued them in a nightmare of a game last week, David.
It was not a good performance. And this offense has got to grow. It's got to get better. And they've got to find some ways to move the football. But they've got to throw the football. But we can't turn it over. Jesse, those are the critical mistakes. More games are lost than won. And last week, too many turnovers for this quarterback.
Well, they just had too many negative plays and too many turnovers in that game to win. They believe they've got the dudes offensively to win games so long as they stay on schedule. When you're going backwards and you're giving the offense on the other side more possessions because you turn it over, that's a recipe for disaster, and that's something they have to be able to avoid in this game.
Every offensive coordinator in the country, they come in the game, they have a script. They have a couple plays they want to go through to get their team settled in, get down and get in good third down situations, execute on third down. Nice start on this opening drive by the offense.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. The Cardinals really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And he gets it done on third down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. Putting together a nice drive. Couple of first downs in the books. Now 1st and 10 from the 44. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Now the 8th play of the opening drive, but this time facing 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
The hardest thing to do in football is to play on the road. So you want to get those fans as quiet as possible. That is a great opening possession for this defense. Not giving up any big plays and forcing the 4th down.
The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just ran out of time there, and they were able to knock him free.
Quarterbacks have got to do a great job keeping 2 hands on the football, especially in passing situations like that, because you know defenders are swatting at the ball. Even if you can't see them, these guys, they're 6'5", 6'6", they've got long arms. They're trying.
Lets it fly deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Good quickness to grab it off the bounce. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling. And the Cardinals are threatening on 1st and goal. Got his man quickly. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great catch and run for 6. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. extra point makes it 7-0. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on second down. Looking to pass, it's Wallace. Oh, they're after him! And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. The Wolfpack will line up to punt it away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Throws for the tight end. Incomplete, and he threw that one up for grabs and into traffic. Fortunate to get it back. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The give to the tailback. Gets it past the marker. Brought down at the 47-yard line after the 15-yard pickup. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. And a good pickup to move the chains, and the clock will expire, and that's how they'll be set up to start the second quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Louisville has the edge. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. They've got a first down here to open the period. Pulls it and fires to the left. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down. The Cardinals come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
It's complete. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Louisville! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Trying play action. Snagged in the middle. It's Aurora. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. They really got things moving on this drive. Second play of the drive comes from the 37. The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. NC State going up tempo. And off to Jones. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. To the air, it's Wallace. Under fire. And the quarterback will take a sack back the 36. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. They've already put a couple of scores up, and they look to add to it on this drive. Give to the single back. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. And the Cardinals have a lot of options on second and inches. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. To the air on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. They got the explosive play. Now to finish the deal, it's 1st and 10 from the 12. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Cardinals! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Makes the catch. It's Polk. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. To the air, it's Wallace. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete and maybe a little too aggressive from this senior trying to fit that one in there. NC State comes to the line to deal with 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got his man on the right. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Wants to throw it. Pressure coming. Complete downfield. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Well, they've done nothing on offense so far, but if they can put some points on the board before halftime, it could really change things.
No doubt. Go into the locker room with some good juices, some good vibes, and momentum can switch a game in a heartbeat. But this offense hasn't had much to cheer about yet. That play gives them one play. Now let's go build on it and make something happen before the half.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Unloads to the wideout. Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. He'll try to take it back. Past the 20. Touchdown, Cardinals. What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, take a peek at what's happening in this interesting battle in the MAC. Toledo is getting hammered right now. They are the nail, and that figurative mallet is just pounding them into the ground. What a bad look. They're trailing by 14 to Buffalo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got it in the middle. It's Jones. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Turning it on. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner is stopped.
Down at the 27, and the NC State offense will take over 1st and 10.
Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. They'll immediately call timeout. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Wallace. Fires to the big fella. NC State has work to do to convert this 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. Pulls it in. Coming through that 3rd down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. NC State with the 1st and 10 here. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Shoots it to the left. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here's a heat. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. On the run, still looking. Oh, what a move. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Louisville! Fit it in the window for the score.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Cardinals will kick it off to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this move. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. NC State with a lot of ground to cover after losing yardage on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Snags it over the middle. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. It'll be 3rd and long.
It's 3rd down.
From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. He picks it up, still on his feet.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. He gets a block. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll give it to the back. There he goes.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And the Cardinals with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. Touchdown Cardinals! The offense cashing it in on that drive. He'll try to tack on one more. And at this point, they're just rubbing their noses in it.
There's nothing positive to be able to take away from this. You got beat down, you move on to the next game, start working on the next opponent. This one's over.
NC State, 0.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Picks up the first down. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Wolfpack, after that big play on the ground, might just run it until they stop it. To the ground. He's got it again. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll move the wide receiver. Off the play fake. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. Catch is made at the 15. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Louisville has it back, and the offense coming out ready to attack. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the tight end. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. He picks up maybe a couple before he stopped right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. Fires to the big fella. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. The Cardinals want to pick up the tempo.
And it's on 3rd downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to fire. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now, and they may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get 2 bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. A little screen to the running back. Touchdown Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house.
Yeah, and that's a nice job selling it by the offense, dropping back, making it look like it's pass. That running back slipping out of the backfield, throwing him the football, getting a dynamic playmaker in space, and he says, I got this, I'll do the rest, and gets the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Fires to the tight end. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. That's the end of the period, and Louisville has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. You make this defense think. You put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. And they've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line? Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. And the Cardinals come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Breaks into the open. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. The Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. They get him on the ground, but not before he drives it to the 10-yard line. And the Cardinals have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. And after the really good gain on 1st down, they'll try to finish it off on 2nd. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Louisville! That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Man, we'll have a shakeup in the MAC standings this week. Check this out. Western Michigan rolled to victory today in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Never a dull moment when it comes to football in the MAC, and that certainly held true again today.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Got his man down the middle. Breaks the tackle. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding its blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test right there.
The play action fake. Bringing the heat. He's going to take off. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. Spins away from the defender. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Wolfpack put themselves in a hole here on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Makes the grab. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45. 3 tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Single back formation, and they give it to him. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Caught in the backfield. It's Evans. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on 4th.
This is exactly how you draw it up. This is a situation where you can have all the easy stuff. We're not giving up the big play. The defense understands the situation, forces the incompletion, and now has a chance to just take.
He hurls one deep down the left side. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here.